Ah, I am that Brahman who is superior to all, the one without the second. See, again, one without a second. Where are we? And one who is comprehended by yogis, immersed in the state of the samadhi as splendorous effulgence, and who is identified by the negative statements of Upanishads, such as not this. So here, nishedhe krute neti 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 iti vakyaihi. So, samadhi sthitinam yada bhati purnam, those yogis who have practiced, done the nished of all activity, of all movement, of all action by neti neti. Neti neti is not this, not this. And what is not this? I am not the body, I am not the breath, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not the I am not the individuality, I am the constant one. So, can you know the, Arey yaar, how will I come to know the Atma, the self? If my speech cannot reach there, if my mind cannot comprehend it, if my intellect cannot conceptualize it, all this happens only through way of thought and words. But Atma is that which no word reaches. Then what do I do? I think I cannot reach it. I think Atma is not there. Yeah, logical conclusion. Atma is. So that means if Atma is not there, you are not there because you are Atma. No, but I am. I cannot. No. Atma may not be there, but I am there. So if you are Atma and you are there, then Atma is also there. Just because you cannot know it through the thoughts does not mean that it is not there. Just because you did not come to know sleep by way of thought when you are sleeping does not mean that you did not know that sleep had taken place. Just because you do not see your own eyes by your own eyes does not mean that the eye is not there. Because you have not seen your mind does not mean that there is no mind. You have seen thoughts or you have experienced thoughts. Well, you have not seen them also. They are only vibrations. But what about mind? Have you ever seen a mind? But you say, my mind is disturbed, my mind is agitated, my mind is restless, my mind is focused, my mind is sleepy. Which mind we are talking about? Show me. If you accept all this, then accept Atma also. I'm not going into too much analysis, but simple. This is your daily practice, this is your daily interaction with yourself. See? So, nishedhe krute. So, all, if we have faculties and we have words and we have thoughts and we have ideas and imaginations and concepts, convictions, etc., then what do? We systematically remove that which is not Atma. How do you know what is Atma and what is not Atma? That which is constant is the source, and that which is non-constant is worthy of rejection. Start from wherever you are. Start. So compared to the world, eyes are constant. Compared to the senses, mind is constant. Compared to the thoughts in the mind, the eye is constant. Compared to the repetition of I thoughts with respect to idam, you are constant as Atma or as the witnessing consciousness. Neti. And when you do this, and this takes, if you practice it for few weeks, few months, by grace of God, you You start within few seconds, you are with yourself. You don't need long time. Just like you drop onto the bed and go to sleep, you come to the seat of meditation, go into meditation. Because you have practiced. You have practiced. Practice. But we don't practice. निषेधे कृते नेति नेतीति वाक्यैः समाधिस्थितानां यदा भाति पूर्णम, and they and when these yogis, when they do this neti sadhana, first, here it is not told, I am adding to it, I am telling you from what I went through. So first comes void of everything gone. If you wait consciously, not going to sleep, and if you are looking outwards, nothing to look, then how should I say, and a great effulgence. Many people in yoga, they experience the sun, and such a bright light, absolutely enormously bright light. It's not coming from somewhere, it is coming going out that way. It's not coming from somewhere. You are not seeing, अच्छा कहाँ पे है कोई light आ रही है, कहीं नहीं, तुम्हारे में से ही निकल रही है, because you are of the source of light, and everything, there is no darkness thereafter. This is a very physical way of experiencing it. But these things happen to every yogi. Whether you practice Kundalini, whether you practice Hatha Yoga, whether you practice Kriya Yoga, if you do Laya Prakriya, this will happen. But here we are not into Laya Prakriya. We are going straight to straight into the tiger's mouth. The individuality is going to get chewed, or individuality is going to get transformed to be the pure consciousness that it essentially is. And thus avastha trayatita mekam turiyam, and thus he goes beyond the avastha traya. Avastha means states, traya means three, atitam is beyond, going beyond the three states and getting established in the turiya tattva. Turiya is the fourth state. Today only we learned how to chant Mandukya Upanishad, and in that the whole Mandukya Upanishad is about chanting of Om, and how Om itself is representing the truth and the untruth and the world. Wherever your attention is, it will deliver you. So if your attention is on the world, it will deliver you the world. Keep chanting Om. If your attention is on the truth, it will deliver the truth. And what is Om? U, Ma. A is the waking, U is the dream, Ma is the deep sleep, and beyond is the Chatushpat. The fourth state is the Turiya state. And so just remembered all the words of Swamiji, what we studied, listened to him when we were there in the ashram. I have not taken that Upanishad till now. So Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. So I am that transcendental, eternal Brahman. Yadanandaleshai samanandi vishwam, yada bhati sattve tada bhati sarvam, yada lokane rupamanyat samastam, param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi, param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi. I am that eternal Brahman whose infinitesimal part of bliss is this world, by whose existence all the objects become known, and by whose vision all other get their forms, that is, become known as the objects. Now we are moving into a understanding wherein that first we have to understand, first we come to realize that the entire creation is only a teeny mini part of the total reality, meaning it is insignificant. How much value do you give to the entire fantastic dream that you had when you were sleeping? How much value you give? If you give value to it, you will forget living in the waking and you will only live in the dream world. Those who are in love do that. Huh? See? So you give such a fantastic, but how much value you give? Zero value. Within few seconds, you forget everything. Every person that you came across and which seemed to be so real in the dream, you gave zero value to it. What is the value of this entire creation? Waking, dream plus deep sleep? It is insignificant. It is a tiny mini meaning. What if I say what is the value of a wave with reference to the infinite waters? Tell. What is the value of a wave or waves with reference to infinite waters? Remember, the word is infinite waters. What is the value?
Because it's finitude, there is no value.
Huh?
Because it's finitude, there is no value.
Okay.
But if
Yeah.
I can take it as water, it is still the infinite water.
Anyone here?
Zero value.
Zero value. Okay. Zero value. What you said also, as finite, it is zero, because there is only water. You are calling it a wave, but you are touching water only. You are seeing an ocean, but you are touching water only. You are touching wave or froth or tide or any aspect of water, but it is H2O only. So remember, what is world? Asti bhati priya nama roop. Asti bhati priya is the aspect of the reality. Nama roop is the aspect of the world. And this Nama roop is existing in its own absence. Yesterday in Kathopanishad we saw the substratum is always there, the constant one. So when we take that as a constant, then do we say wave has a separate existence from water? When we are talking about wave, is wave having a separate existence from water? No. Then now we are looking differently, huh? Then can we say thought has a separate existence from consciousness? Can a thought exist separate from the infinite consciousness? No. Can the mind exist independent of the consciousness? No. Can the senses exist independent of consciousness? No. Can the world of the five elements and their admixture, all the variety, past, present, future, can it exist without the pure consciousness, the reality? No. But what is the status of the world? Existing in its own absence. What is the status of the reality? Satchidananda, Asti Bhati Priya. So first we did, yes, I think I talked about this topic last week. First we did neti neti. Now we include everything in the. Now the vision is getting transformed. First we come to recognize that I am the Atma. After having recognized that I am the consciousness, now I want to look at the world as the God sees. Yesterday's topic. What is the God's vision? God doesn't see the world as separate to himself. I'm not talking about the God who comes and goes. Which God comes and goes? Brahmaji comes and goes. We are talking about Ishvara's point of view. So how does Ishvara look at everything? He is the material and he is the creator. Consciousness is the material out of which the whole creation is created, and consciousness is the creator of the whole. And how does it do it? Without doing anything. It is a creationless creation. The dreams seem to be real, but it's not there. When we come to this realization, same thing will be about the world also. Will it stop expressing? It will not stop, because you did not create it. Means you did not will it. It's happening. It's a phenomena. See? So same thing from Ishvara's point of view. Did Ishwar create the creation? No. The moment Ishvara comes about, at that very moment, his potentiality goes out and does the play of the variety. And what is that variety? Herself only appearing as variety. His potentiality itself is expressing as variety. In our terms, we are the conscious Atma, the Satchidanand Swarup, and what is the potentiality? The mind. The moment you wake up, the mind goes and projects the whole world for you, a plethora of variety to play. And what do? Become miserable and come back. And I am that eternal Brahman whose infinitesimal part of bliss is this world, by whose existence all the objects become known. So without this consciousness, no object in this world will be known. We are not talking about ego here. We are talking about the essence, the substratum. That substratum is present in a dead person also, and that substratum is present in a living person also. That substratum is unable to express as mind in the dead person. And what is mind? A play between aham and idam. It's not able to do that there. Or that's correct. Aham and idam. And in the living person, it is able to express as aham idam. That means that pure consciousness, that Atma, its potentiality, its effulgence, expresses, reflects as aham and idam, and the whole world begins. See, these are not mere words. You have to sit with them and you contemplate on these words, what we are just telling you. It's not given in these, I'm just expanding more than, these are just the triggers. By whose existence all the objects become known, and by whose vision all other get their form. So, from water's point of view, what is every wave? Or let's say, from Ishvara's point of view, what is every wave? It only. It only. If you take from supreme point of view, water's point of view, from water's point of view, what is it? Only water. And how does it know that it is only water? Without a thought. That is its natural state. Is the water's attention on the form? No. But you can appreciate that every form is due to the water. That iceberg, that droplet, that froth, that bubble, that wave, that tide, that tsunami, that river, that lake, that pond, everything is water. Without it, can any of those forms exist? Not possible. Without the Atma, can any of the form exist? Cannot. All that is become known and as and objects. Okay. Anantam vibhum sarvayonim niriham shivam sangahinam yadomkaragamyam nirakaramatujjvalam mrityuhinam param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi. I am that supreme Brahman who is limitless, all pervasive, free from doubts and desires, the most auspicious, unbound, who is the purport of Pranava, formless, luminous, and indestructible. Anantam, I am of the nature of infinity. Ananta. Ananta means beginningless and endless. There is no end. Space is also anant. You don't know where it is beginning and where it is concluding. Ananta. So this Atma is Ananta. No beginning and no end. My God, I celebrate my birthdays every year. Then what are you doing? You are sabotaging your own infinitude. Therefore, sadhus, sannyasis do not celebrate their birthday. Therefore, sadhus, sannyasis do not want to remember their past. Anantam vibhum. Vibhum means all pervasive. There is no place that it does not exist. There is no place where space does not exist. With regards to the world, outside world. The whole world exists in space. The outside space exists in your mind as a thought. And your mind is only, cannot express itself without the Atma. So, Chidakasha is manifesting as Chittakasha, and Chittakasha is manifesting as Bhutakasha. Chidakash, conscious space. Chittakash, mental space. Bhutakash, gross space. Another way to dive into yourself, that you are the conscious space. What do? We become, see, before it was told, be ekagra, single pointed. There, where was our attention? On the thought. Another way to dissolve all the thoughts, think of the mind. Think of the space of the mind. What is that space of the mind in which all the thoughts are coming and going? Very quickly all thoughts will vanish. That's what you do when you go to sleep, because sleep means empty mind. So whether is that an object? No, but you think about it, therefore you go to sleep every night. You think about it consciously without going to sleep, you will be in samadhi, you will be in meditation. Or if not meditation, at least the thought eruption will reduce initially. Anantam Vibhum, I am a beginningless and endless. I am Vibhum, the self is all pervasive. Sarva Yonim, it is the womb of everything in this creation. Meaning, it is the center without any periphery. It is the essence of every, just like water is the essence of every wave, every droplet, every froth, every tide. Just like gold is the essence of every ornament. Whether ornament is there or not there, gold continues to be. Whether the pot is there or not there, but the mud is the essence of every pot. Similarly, what is that which is the essence of every sense perception, which is the essence of every thought, which is the essence of every I thought? Dive into yourself. Dive into yourself. Sarva Yonim. Yoni means the womb. So it is the Sarvayoni Niriham. Niriham, Niraham, and Vida. Niriham. Must be unbound. Then Shivam Sangahinam, it is of the nature of auspiciousness. This self is of the nature of auspiciousness. Sangahinam, it is unattached to anything. Yadomkaragamyam, and it is the self is that which is indicated by the Omkar, the Pranava. Omkar takes you there and delivers you at the doorsteps of the Sanctum Sanctorium. How many more triggers do you need to meditate? Every word is a trigger here. Nirakaram. Nirakaram, it is formless. What is that which is formless? The Atma is formless. You are formless. And what are you living as? Form, form, form. Body, body, body. And not only on body. Body and being a load on everybody. See? Not just physically, mentally also, emotionally also. See? Logically also we want to impress others. Egoistically also. So, Sangahinam, Nirakara Mat Nirakaram Yujwalam. What is that Yujwalam? Mrityuhinam. Ujwalam. Ujwalam. And it is of the nature of effulgence, probably, Ujwalam, that it burns away all the desires and doubts and confusions and etc. So, Ujwalam. And Mati Ujwalam. Nirakara. No, Nirakaram Ati Ujwalam. Ati Ujwalam means very, very bright, very, very, what you call, fierce, Jwalam, fire. And Mrityuhinam, and it is beyond the Mrityu. Mrityu cannot touch it, death cannot touch it. That Parabrahma Nityam, that transcendental, eternal reality, I am. Anantam Vibhum Sarvayonim Niriham Shivam Sangahinam Yadomkara Gamyam Nirakaramatujwalam Mrityuhinam Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Hamasmi Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Hamasmi. Yadananda Sindhau Nimagna Puman Syad Avidya Vilasa Samasta Prapanchaha Tadana Sfurat Yadbhutam Yannimittam Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. When a person who is deep in ignorance and bound by creation gets immersed in the ocean of bliss called self, to him my resplendent and most awe-inspiring form is revealed, and I am that eternal supreme self. Why do we? One side is that all masters are teaching continuously, they are doing satsang or they are contemplating in themselves. But why are they teaching? What do they get out of it? What do we get out of it? One is, which we have often said, that first student is our mind. Correct? Second, that by God's grace, if one person in our lifetime of teaching, if it clicks to that person, something, what the scriptures are saying, life well lived. From word point of view, I'm saying, from sadhana, from speaking point of view as a teacher. One person only. One person. So that for that one Vivekananda, Ramakrishna was keeping himself there. Or one Vivekananda. For that one Yogananda, Yukteswar Maharaj was waiting, teaching, sharing. See? Like that. So, in the end, is life about accumulation? No. Then what is life well lived? That you are not trouble to the society, you are not disturbed by the society, you are not troubling the society, yama niyam, living in a disciplined manner on a daily basis, and doing what? Singing the glory of the truth. Whether it is Ramayana, whether it is Bhagavatam, whether it is Vedanta, whether it is yoga, whether it is Kundalini, whether it is Kriya Yoga, whichever. Singing its glory, teaching it, practicing it. You will teach only if you are practicing. But there are, I told you the different type of teachers before. And when you leave all this and you jump into the world to survive in this world, there is only problems and problems and problems. As a seeker, as a teacher, as a practitioner or seeker of truth, will there be no problems? There will be problems. If it is in our destiny, nobody can stop it. Then what's the difference? That the seeker is also going through problems, and the grahast who is involved, the person who is not a seeker, living in the world for the world, he is also going through problems and challenges. What's the difference?
Will not be affected.
The seeker becomes immune. Titiksha. He endures everything happily. A person who is involved in the world and takes the world to be real, meaning takes himself as the body to be real, he will only complain. This is not going right, that is difficult, this is not happening, please give blessings. I must do this to ward off the evil. I think someone has done black magic. I think
Why to me?
Huh?
Why to me?
Why me? Not why to me. Why me? I have been taking the name of the Lord for so long. I have been doing puja. I have been giving donation. I have been doing charity. Then why all this negativity has befallen me? Why me? Whereas the seeker, he becomes immune to all this. See? So he who is giving creation the validity will only complain. How government is bad, how the taxes are not right, all the rules are only meant for rich, or some rich say all the rules are meant only for poor. It goes on and on and on and on. That's why I don't vote. See? Whose side to take? And one politician only told me how to get out of it without paying the fine. Can't take sides, because world is like this only. Then what do? As a seeker, you will still have challenges, you will still have your share of problems, you will still have good events and bad events coming to you, but your capacity to withstand is much more than a common person who is not a seeker. And as you go deeper and deeper, as you become clear about your nature and you become clear about the ephemerality of the world, to that extent the world starts losing its impact on your mind. Because your mind is not available, it is available to the truth, the consciousness, the Atma. So when a person, avidya vilasa samasta prapancha, so this is us, who are avidya, ignorance, ephemerality, that which is temporary, vilasa is lusty after it, enjoying. What a wonderful saisa, oh, what a wonderful pizza. The kids, you see the kids, they only talk about which restaurant where we can go, which movie we can watch, which place we can go and visit, which joint is a good one, which is the trending joint nowadays. Not this joint, but the joint to eat, eateries. They know all the places. With how much passion they talk about it. Avidya vilasa samasta prapanchaha. And the entire world is just lusty after the world, lusty after the experiences, and or here it says puman. Puman means the person. Yadananda sindhau nimagna puman syad avidya vilasa samasta prapanchaha. When a person who is deep in ignorance and bound by creation, in other words, the one who is lusty after the creation, when he comes to experience the ananda sindhau nimagnaha, when he comes to experience the ocean of bliss, then to him, to hear the reality, it's the reality speaking. It says that to such a person, I reveal my form. And what is your take on the reality? If your take on reality is my Bhagwan is my reality, I don't understand. Formless, I don't understand. Vishnu. then Vishnu will reveal himself to you in the meditation. My Bhagwan is Ram. I don't care about anyone else. Ram will reveal you. My God is Shiva. Shiva will reveal to you. I told you in one of the lectures, I had gone to this Vani Devi. Vani is from near Nasik. And our whole I had taken the group to Maharashtra Yatra, and we were sitting there, and I took the Lalita Sahasranam, I started chanting, and I started the Panchopchar, just goddess is she's standing there with all the Trishul and everything, very Bhayankar looking. And we were given the side inside, and we started chanting, all 23 of us. And as we are chanting, my eyes closed, the book fell down, and suddenly I said, what is this? I'm watching that the book my hand has gone down, and now I'm not chanting. One moment of guilt, the continuity has broken. But that very moment I said, no, she wants me to, I'm not forcing my eyes to close, they're closed by themselves. I'm watching that the eyes have closed. And suddenly she appeared as a small girl. And she made me do the entire Shodoshopchar Puja, Manas Puja, by herself. I'm watching inside. I'm watching the mind. And every step is happening. Every step is happening. Tears are rolling down. Revelation. Many people we have come across to whom the Virat Roop has revealed, Ramchandra ji has revealed, to Tulsidas ji, Hanuman ji came and revealed, then he helped him to see the Ram and Lakshman also. Mirabai, to her, some revelation must have been there. That's why she was so attracted to the Krishna. So every Mahatma, every seeker, whether he is realized or not, goes through this process. Sometimes it is as a visiting card. So he gives you the vision, and then you start doing the practice so that it becomes a permanent vision. Permanent vision, not in the sense that you will be continuously, but that is also okay if that is what you want. Each one to his own. But revelation, it is a revelation. You cannot create it. You cannot create it. Only when we have withdrawn from the world, withdrawn from the differences, come to abide in the ocean, the Ananda Sindhu, the ocean of bliss that our essential nature is. Then what is this revelation? I'm thinking about it from, suddenly a thought came, and that is, I don't know, this form that the Lord reveals as Ram and Virat Roop, etc., it will also go away after some time. Isn't it? If some revelation has happened in the meditation, then that, the moment I wake up, that will also go away. Then what will be the vision which is permanent? That I see the whole creation only as the manifestation of the divine. That will be the Virat, no? This is the Virat. The entire waking creation is the Virat Roop, is the universe, the cosmic universe. And where is this cosmic, what is the consciousness behind it? Is the cosmic being. Within him is this cosmic universe. So my vision transforms from inside as a result of abidance in the Atma, and from therein, when I again out of meditation, I will come out sometime or the other. I cannot be there permanently. And when I come out, do I come back to the same world which I had left before going into meditation? What was the world which I had left before? going into meditation? The world of me and you, the world of differences, the world of good and bad, the world of differences, the world of sense of otherness. Now when I come out, now what I become available to? I don't become available to a world of difference, world of multiplicity. I see multiplicity, but it is the variety is dancing on the unity of experience. Just like the variety of waves are dancing on the unity of water, on that one water. This is the maximum I can say in words. I don't know. Yeah? See. Complete transformation of the take of the world. Right now, I am in the world. Right now, I am in the world. After revelation,
I am the world.
World is
I am the world. I am the world. Nothing is outside me. And this statement, I am the world, the mind may speak, may not speak, it doesn't matter. It may or it may not express it in that manner. See? He says, Tadana svuratyad adbhutam yannimittam. Tada, then. So when we have come to the seeker comes to enjoy the ocean of bliss of the self, meaning wherever he looks within, there is him alone, the self alone. It's an unobstructed bliss. We are not talking about bliss where horripolations are coming and the spine is, energy is rushing through the spine. No. You are a homogeneous mass of bliss where there is no objectivity. Self is that where there is no objectivity possible. Then alone it is a homogeneous mass of bliss. Ananda. Yad Ananda Sindhav. Ocean is that which is not, where are the waves? Only on the periphery. Just like when you are sleeping, you are in the bliss of sleep. If mosquito comes, it doesn't even register to our mind that we killed the mosquito, that our hand moved and pulled the duna on top, or we changed the position. Insignificant. Why? We are so engrossed in the bliss of sleep. We are so engrossed in the self, being the self, that at the periphery, which is the body is the periphery, at the periphery level, nothing matters. A point comes where whether senses are open or closed, it does not matter. Whether the mind is thinking or not thinking does not matter. But that is the state which I am telling now is after that. So when you are established in this homogeneous mass of bliss, Yadananda Sindhav, Nimagna means totally engrossed in it. Then my resplendent and most awe-inspiring form is revealed, and I am that eternal supreme self. And this is what he's saying, that when that transformation takes place and you look at the world, you don't see the world. You see yourself. The Lord doesn't see the world, Lord sees himself. But for our benefit, then the Puranas say, oh, the Lord, and then his Shakti became everything, Lord is only watching. He is the eternal witness. And the Shakti is doing the game, playing the game of manifestation and unmanifestation. Similarly, now, after this, you are, because after some time, after that what? When the eyes open and you become available to the world, then what? You are the eternal witness. To what? To the manifestation and manifestation. What is manifestation? Waking and dream. What is unmanifestation? Deep sleep. What are they made out of? Out of this material that you are. What is that? Ananda Swarup. So what is the whole world now? Ananda. Expression of the self alone. Eyes are seeing the variety, but there is nobody to own it. The moment you own it, individuality begins. So, seeing without becoming the seer, hearing without becoming the hearer, and so on, thinking without the thinker. So, what is happening? Aham idam is taking place. A thought has to appear. Mahatmas also speak. If a thought is they are speaking, there is I, the subject and the object is coming together to form a thought. But what is ego? What is individuality? The imaginary continuity of the I thought is the individuality. That is missing now. That individuality has dissolved and the self, the infinity has revealed. Thought will continue, seeing will continue, but there is no owner. Before, who was the owner? The ego was the owner. Who was the ego? A non-existent entity. Remember the sparkle? That imaginary circle? That imaginary circle has gone away. Clear? अब इससे ज़्यादा मैं और क्लियर नहीं बोल सकता. I cannot say it more clearly. I have just compressed everything in these few lines. Nothing more to know. This is Vedanta.
No doership.
There is no question of doership then. Doership is of that imaginary circle. But he is not there now. So how do saints live? Like this. They see everything, they think everything, they also go to sleep, they also get hungry, but there is no... They will say, I am hungry now, give me some food. If you don't give it, he doesn't care. If you give, it's okay. If you don't give, he will go to the next house. Simple as that. Swaroopanusandhanam, Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. So, that eternal, transcendental Brahman, I am, supreme consciousness, I am. Now, coming to the last verse, this is so it was what? Ashtakam. And we have come to the 9th verse now, isn't it? This is 9th? Yeah. So, this is the conclusion. What is that? Swaroopanusandhana rupam stutim yaha patedadarat bhakti bhavo manushyaha shrunoti hava nityamudyukta chitto bhaved vishnuratraiva veda pramanat bhaved vishnuratraiva veda pramanat. What does it say? It says, by the word of the Vedas, a person who reads this praise of the nature of the Supreme Self and who hears this same extolation with the mind fully engrossed with bhakti reaches the abode of Vishnu. See? So at the worldly level, what is the maximum you can reach? Vishnu, or you can reach Shiva. So Adi Shankaracharya, somewhere he says Vishnu, somewhere he says Shiva. Don't get confused. He is for both. Because his name is Shankara doesn't mean that he doesn't like Vishnu. So Swaroopanusandhanam Rupam Stutim Yap Pathed. So these the stuti, the composition of Swaroopanusandhanam in the form of this text Swaroopanusandhanam, Yap Pathed, he who studies it or reads it, or Pathed Adarad and respects it and has devotion towards it, and Bhakti Bhava, and has devotion towards it. Shrunotiha va nityam udyukta chitto. So either you listen, Shrunotiha, you listen to it. If you are not reading it, you listen to it. Va nityam, continuously keep listening to it. And what is the best way of listening? Tell me. I'm not talking about active listening. When you are doing listening, what do you mean by listening? Someone is speaking and you are listening, isn't it? Very, very basic. So what is the best way to listen and whom to listen?
Chant yourself, listen to yourself.
Mahatma has spoken.
Chant yourself, listen to yourself.
Yes, Vaikhari. Chant with bhav. If you are alert, you will start correcting very quickly that your mantra is coming mechanically. When you are chanting this, are you chanting it mechanically, or are you chanting with devotion? Are you chanting it with bhav? Are you chanting with subjective orientation? You will start refining yourself. If you are trying, we will become tired. If the orientation is correct, in enormous energy, alertness. Shunoti hava nityam udyukta chitto, and keep your mind fully engaged. Udyukta, udyog. So keep it involved, keep it engrossed, keep it engaged in what do you call, in listening, and the mind in this listening or chanting or studying, and by doing this, what happens? Bhaved Vishnu Ratra Eva Veda Pramanat. The Vedas say, by doing all this, one reaches the abode of Vishnu. Why not the truth? Why not the truth? Because truth is not a place to reach. Truth is not a place to reach. Truth is the natural state. And Vishnu, is it a place to reach? No. What does Vishnu mean?
All pervasive.
Vishnu is all pervasive. Another meaning, where there is no wish, where there is no sin, where there is no objectivity, where there is no otherness. That is the state of Vishnu. We are thinking of what? Vishnu as Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. That also, if that is your goal, that also. But from Veda's point of view, when they use the word Vishnu, when they use the word Shiva, auspiciousness. When they use the word Vishnu, where there is no sense of otherness. There is no sin. Who is beyond sin? What is beyond sin? Self. What is beyond sin? The Brahman. You come to that pristine, immaculate, continuous state. Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. Therefore, I am that eternal, transcendental Brahma, that I am, that I am, that I am. And in this way, we have over three classes attempted to contemplate on these Swaroopanusandhanam Ashtakam given by Adi Shankaracharya. I think it is Adi Shankaracharya. I am saying again and again that it is Adi Shankaracharya. Maybe I have to find out.
No, it is also.
It is Adi Shankaracharya. Oh, it is written, huh? Oh, okay. Then it is good. Then I don't have to worry. So may we be blessed with the vision that is presented and the practices that are given. Please read, chant, listen to it again and again, and come to abide in the supreme self that our essential nature is. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sit quietly for a moment.